Hey folks, I want to talk about the domino effect. It's a strange phenomenon that happens when choosing a volunteer from the audience. When the first volunteer you choose absolutely refuses to come and help you no matter what you say. Then you try another person and they say no too. Every person that you ask after that feels like they have the right to say no as well. They're falling like dominoes, hence the domino effect. I learned this lesson way before I even started street performing. I had a crush on a girl at school. There was a school dance coming up and I plucked up the courage to walk over to her and ask her to go with me. She was sitting with two of her friends and I had no experience talking to girls. I just walked up to her and blurted out, "Hey, you want to go to the dance with me?" I don't remember exactly what she said, but it was a soft letdown like, "Oh, I'm sorry, I'm already going with so-and-so." I wasn't quite sure what to do, so I just turned to the girl sitting closest to her and asked her instead. She of course said no too, and the third girl gave me a look before I even turned to her. I said something like, "Okay, no worries, I was just kidding anyway," and walked off with my tail between my legs. It wasn't long after this that I started street performing, and I found that exactly the same thing happens sometimes when choosing a volunteer from the audience. One says no, and then another, and then another. So what can you do in this situation? Because you really need your volunteer right at that moment. You need what's called a pattern interrupt to take their mind off it. The audience sees your pattern. They know what you want, and they now know that it's okay to say no. So you have to interrupt that pattern and switch from trying to choose people who don't want to be chosen to choosing people who do want to be chosen. Kids, even though you need an adult, you have to now pretend that you want a kid. Kids all want to help, and you aren't really going to choose one. You just have to make the crowd think that you are. So go back to the center and ask if there's any children in the audience that want to be part of the show. This time you'll have the opposite effect. 90% of them will raise their hands. You can suggest an age range, a boy, a girl, whatever you like, just to take the audience's mind off the previous rejections. Then you walk over to a kid whose parent that you want to be the volunteer, then you tell the kid that you need their help. Say, "Look, just stay where you are. All you have to do is tell me your name." "Oh, my name's Charlie." Then you pull the old switcheroo. While motioning to the kid with your hands, you have to say to the audience, "Please everybody, put your hands together for my first volunteer, Charlie's dad." Then switch your hands to point at the father. There'll be an applause, and most of the time your intended volunteer will walk out and help you because it was funny and unexpected. Problem solved. If you found this video helpful and would like to learn more about my street performing techniques, you can watch my free 40-minute training video, 12 steps to a high income street performance. Just go to ultimatestreetperformer.com and check it out. Peace.